Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are on day 3 of this challenge to do the diamond and rainbows. And if you haven't been following along the series, basically I was given a challenge from Minute Craft for the blindsided challenge, and she gave me bracelet pattern number 94521 from Bracelet book. And there were some problems with it I didn't care for. And if you didn't notice, this looks like yesterday's pattern, like that's essentially the same. This is actually similar, but this is, check this out. What we're going to do is we're adding this zigzag that's not actually one of the diamonds. So yesterday, if you didn't catch that video, it looked a little iffy when it came down to, like, was the pattern potentially feasible, and it worked out somehow. I don't know how. So we're gonna push our luck today and add it. So one of my problems with that original pattern, the one on Bracelet book, is they put a row like this over one side of the diamonds and then didn't put it on the other side, and that absolutely drives me insane. That just, why would you do that? Like, that's not cool. I don't get it. So yeah, we're putting it on both sides in this one. That was weird. All right. So yeah, this checks out. So this is a little bit of a game of pressing your luck, because honestly, you can't necessarily do anything you want with a pattern. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you can't get colors to go where you want them to go. And we've just made this pattern more complex than before. So we'll see what happens. Let's start with the red. And the red only stays in the sides over here. And the orange, right? These are pretty bracelets, by the way. If these turn out, they're going to be nice looking. Notice I do put in the if, because I honestly, at this point, not 100% on whether or not I can pull this off. We'll see. The last one we did, you might remember, like, some of the diamonds were really weird in the way that the strings had to maneuver to get to the points. Still, you get all the squares where you want them to be. That's still a win. It was just a little bit unusual. Oh, I missed a yellow. The center there. All right. Blue. Yeah, I really could have used guidelines to help make sure I did this, but I mean, it's only 6 colors. It's a small bracelet. It's not so difficult. And then the purple. Okay. I have no idea where to start. So again, I'm trying to find paths that, like, if I try to go through this way, right, then I'm going to leave an awful lot of black or something out here. That doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to find paths that sort of make sense, because you can picture this dark color coming down and then back this way. That makes sense, right? So trying to stick to that. If you're new to this, this might actually take a bit of trial and error to work it out, because honestly, this can be a challenge. This really can be quite a challenge. Yeah, okay. Just making sure that that purple at the end there made sense. It's like when it does like this, right, where the color parts are staying in their little space. This is really closer to ideal. Like this actually, knock on wood, this is, I was going to say, this actually seems to be going in smoother than the last one. We'll see. Wow. Okay. Let's do what we did last time. It's been working for us. Why change? Essentially what I'm talking about is we did the purple blue and then shot over to the other side. The green one is the one that always causes me the most stress. Trying to make sense of this red here. This is okay. Oh man. Okay, so now the orange and yellow are starting to give me stress. Orange starts way up here. Okay. Oh, that. So, okay. For this one, right, I needed to get here. I could sort of have come through this way, but look, I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? You have this dark color coming through. You kind of want to let it go in its straight row. But by turning it and coming underneath this one, which was going in a straight row, that made sense. That's I kind of thought that the orange was going to come in more contact with the red, but it doesn't seem to do that. I think in our first one, all the colors basically went to each other. The oranges and the reds touched, and then the orange and the yellows, and everything kind of the colors work together, but you can see like these come close to each other, but they don't actually make contact. So that's a thing. And then that goes that way. Yeah. Okay. Oh goodness. So we're going to put the yellow on this side. It could have been either one. But we're putting on this side, so we have the 3 on this side, and then we'll have the green, blue, and purple on the other. Oops. Yeah, see, we couldn't go through this way because the orange already came through. So this has to do a little zigzag back and forth to come through this way. But that's okay. It's working. I'm not sure I left myself room for the green. We'll find out in a minute. This is... Whoops. Oh, this is... suspenseful. This is okay. So we got the yellow through. All we got to do is get this green. Well, this is weird, but it gets there, right? So this brown will change off in this direction, and this brown will change off in this, well, black or whatever it's going to be. Have to, wow. But it's the only path that we have. Oh, and it does it again. Holy. Is this just going to do it the whole way? So normally these colors would shift out wide directions both ways and stuff. This is... I mean, I guess it's working, but this doesn't make sense. The way it's going to break apart the black in this is kind of... Does that even work? All right. So that bounces off, comes out to here. Bounces off, goes out to here. So it looks like the green becomes a barrier that the dark ones that are on the right hand side, they don't get past it. They just stay to the right hand side. Because it just sort of goes back and forth the whole way down. Again, this is a bracelet where you're going to want to have your tension to be really good, because the knots are just really... It doesn't cross all the way across. Wow. See, as I was saying, like, I basically came up with 5 different versions of what could come from a pattern like this. Like, just randomly spent a day trying to figure out like what I could do, and now I'm trying to see whether or not they're actually all more feasible. And this one is, but as you can see, like the strings, like they don't cross over the space here. So that means all of the dark ones on this side, they too will stay to their own side. That's so. But hey, it gets all of the little dots to where we wanted the dots to be. And sometimes in bracelet designs, that's what it's about. Coming up with an idea and then testing it. And like I said, I mean, okay, so we are currently, see even this, like this is so crazy the way it has to zigzag through there. But we're currently 3 for 3, which is kind of amazing. I don't know why I expected a failure so easily in this stuff. Well, because you can't necessarily do everything you want to in the normal patterns. It doesn't work like that. It's not, I guess, you know. And I figured if we ran into like a big hang up, we could try to rework it and try to figure it out and see if we could find an alternative or something. But so far, they're just working. Yeah, see, everything that comes from this side has to bounce off the green and then bounce back over here off the edge. And there's a lot of stuff just kind of zigzagging around in here. Yeah. These will be some challenging bracelets. I look forward to making them. I plan on making all of the bracelets from this series. I might change up the background color. Instead of just doing them all with the rainbow and black, do some other neutrals, maybe white or gray. If you hadn't thought of that, that's another possible fun thing. But yeah. So yeah, this is completely different from yesterday's. We got these cool zigzag lines in between our diamonds. It's sort of interesting. Control C, Control V. Flip and move. Then anchor. And there's our bracelet. So, wow. And that went kind of quick. I'm kind of pleased with that. So yeah, thank you for hanging out this long. Thank you to my Patreon supporters who make this possible. Couldn't do it without them. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, maybe hit it anyways. Just help me out a little bit, would you? If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe. That really kind of helps motivate me to do more stuff. And then, yeah, don't get your strings in a bunch.